Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you're regular, welcome back to my channel. It's nice to be checking in with you again. And so anyway, I don't know if this was going to be the last video I do before my move, which today's the 21st. So, and I'm pulling out the 30th. So going to Oregon, going to BJ's. We've got some collaboration. It's going to be a great. It's going to be great 2026 for us. Yeah, and so we are collaborating. Nicole also. Um, you'll mainly see BJ and I's face. Nicole, so she's integral part of it in the background, and pieces of her will also be included in our collaboration going forward. And we, well, it's about the feminine uh, energy. Sophia, Sophia's fall. Um, Mankind, humanity has really been bamboozled. So we are going to go back to the Gnostic teachings and help all of us get settled in and moving forward with with spiritual guidance that does not diminish anyone. Looking forward to it. So's BJ, so's Nicole. We're all looking forward to it. So stay tuned. Okay, now today's video, and I got most everything packed up. So I'm on the couch, got a cover over here because I got lots going on. So I'm picking away at it. I'll get her done. Today I'm going to be doing a 15 card read on the lame duck, POTUS. Okay. He's not one that deals in reality, has got no relationship with the truth. So anyway, I was getting ready to do this and I was guided and they said the 15 card. Let's do the 15 card. I said, okay. And the 15 card, what it does, uh, let you know here, it will show the past and present, and these are in cards of three. So in the center, it shows the past and present, and then if I follow the loop, the future as you are creating it, another three cards, and then an alternative future possible to you. And yeah, this is about the Orange Menace, so this is on him. And then the ultimate outcome, the future that does not change. And then there's another set of three for the karma, tools, allies, advice, challenges, and warnings. Okay. So those of you that have had readings from me, this is the one I like to use. When I do personal readings, this is my go-to, for energy. So we're gonna look at his energy. All right. I hope everyone is doing well. And please, please, please do breath work. If meditating, like meditating is a little more difficult for a lot of people, because you got chasing that monkey mind thing and calming it down and going through all that. And you'll get there. But the breath work, which is counting breath, you get a great grounding and zen, calmness from within, from doing breath work. All right. Because your monkey mind can't be all over the scramble in place because you're counting. All right. And which there's another thing I'm going to come out with too to help along with the breath work. So, I mean, if you got to start out just with 1 minute a day, if it's totally foreign for you, I don't want to, your mind's blocking. One minute a day, look at the clock, the second hand as you are doing your breath work. All right. Knock out 1 minute. Okay. And do that for 1 week and then add a minute. If it's that difficult for you, if it's not that hard for you, start with 5 minutes and then build week to week, build another 5 minutes. I generally get in 20 minutes and because I use my mala beads and I rotate through them. And so that works really good for me. So I want to let you know that. So please do. And the one that I use, I'm going to tell you about two of them. I've said this before, but it's worth repeating. Breath work. I do 4 count in, deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't do 1001, 1002. I don't. I do simple counting. I do it at the pace. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So I draw in, big breath at 4. Pause for 7. I count 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I exhale and I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, 7, 8. Repeat. Okay. It's great. And I mean, it is great for grounding. The other one that when I was looking around, poking around, and I did this for a few days, but I came back to my 4, 7, 8 for me. And that's the box breath. It's the 4 count box breath. They teach these, and you can research this. They teach the 4 box breath count to Navy SEALs. Evidently, and they've got research on this, it rewires the frontal lobe and makes a person more logical. That might be why I'm not doing it, because I like me. And I got some logic, but I like the way that I'm wired. So I'm not adjusting that. But if some people, if you're one that feels like, that would help you use more of a logical mind, do it. And you can change it up. You don't have to do it forever, but practice it for a little bit. Maybe it'll help. So, well, there's no baby about it. It will, but you've got to hang with it and keep it going, just to feel the results. So I hope you'll practice that and try that. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Jasmine. All right, Jasmine over here. So if she comes up and around, which she might. Okay. See my kitty in there. Okay, I'm gonna start shuffling. First, I'm knocking it. Okay. As I do that, I'm gonna do the mantra. Okay. I open this space with breath and heart, a vessel of truth where visions start. By earth's firm root and sky's wide dome, I call all wisdom spirits home. Oversoul of radiant flame, speak through cards in sacred name. Angels, guides, ancestors near, walk beside me, make truth clear. Sages old with sight profound, wrap the circle safe and sound. Let clarity flow with every draw, through shadows hush and morning's awe. Protect this path, let doubt recede, let only light and truth take lead. My heart receives, my mind lets go. Aligned in love, the cards shall show. Right. There we go. And I also know if I'm gonna turn this off here. There we go. Okay. I also oh yeah, Jan. If you've listened recently, Jan, my I guess she was like a second mom to me. And she was my uh, best friend, 50 years, her mom. And she really loved me. And so anyway, what was it? I was doing when I did the reading about the soulless, Jan came in the night before because that's when I was getting the message and losing that over. And so Jan hopped in. She wanted to help. And I think I understand why now, but let's see. Jan Van Busker. Yes. Very new. Do you stand in the light with the omnipotent one, the source, the angels, the archangels, the highest and greatest good of all? Yes. Thank you. That's a yes. Thank you, Jan. Okay. And see, this is what I do. I do this and then I forget what I was going to ask because I got to vet first. Just a second. Just a second. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Okay. Uh, Jan, am I picking up correctly that I am to do a 15 card spread on the Orange Menace in the Oval Office? That's a yes. Thank you, Jan. Okay. And oh, yeah, Jan, I'm thinking the reason let's say that I'm feeling the reason you're here to help me is because I've got a problem with trust. Yeah. She says, yeah. And the problem I have with trust is with trusting just any spirit that shows up. Is that right? Is that right, Jen? Yeah. And is that why they sent you to me or why you stepped up? Yes. Because I do trust Jan. I know Jan. Yeah. The earthly Jan. And she was my advocate before I even knew her because of what I managed to do for her daughter felt like magic. And all I was being me. I wasn't allowed to have friends. She broke that. She did. So at 10 years old, it's very cool. So I'm very happy she's here with me. Okay, enough of that. All right, here we go. It's a 15 card spread on Donald J. Trump, a 34 counts convicted felon who is illegally a two-time president. Yeah, it's two times illegal. So, but you know, we've got we have to evolve. And parenting, and this is a parenting from the divine, you know. We got to be made so uncomfortable that we make the changes we need that needs to be made here. I mean, that's what it is, you know. We've gone on and on and on for thousand years. And also, we have been messed with. Where is my, see, I can write little notes and stuff, right? We humans are someone else's experimental android, according to Zeta Reticuli. According to the beings that live on Zeta Reticuli that our government is conversing with and has been since the late 40s. Let's see, and per Zeta Reticuli, planet Earth became a sociological experiment. They say, and that think it through. So I'm not going to say it, but there's another thing too. Linda Moulton Howe at earthfiles.com. A living legend as a researcher for off-world or for this world, and that just led her into the off-world. So, but anyway, she's, you know, if you're into reality and the truth and getting at that, I highly recommend earthfiles.com. Okay. And she's got a channel on YouTube also. The light's doing weird stuff in it. I don't know why that does that. It's weird. So okay, here, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going here. Because I got stuff to do too. All right. Here we go. Donald J. Trump. Spirit. 15 card layout. 4 shuffles. 4 shuffles. Okay. All right. There's 2. All right. Yeah. After 2, bottom of the deck. Devil. Devil. Okay. 3. 9. Oh, don't do that. Bent. Okay. Get this one. All right. There we go. Did I put that in there right? Yeah. All right. One more. Then I'll start laying them out. All right. There we go. Mm. Bottom of the deck. King of Swords. Okay. First card out. Seriously. I didn't expect that. Community. The 3 of Cups. Then we have the Star. This is Donald J. Trump. Did we get the right person here? Mm-hmm. And then we have the Hermit. Okay. It makes a little more sense. Because, he's been asking those around him, 3 cups, all right, for money so he can get into heaven. He's looking for the hope that he can get into heaven. He did a little soul searching, the hermit, you know. He must have had some moments of lucidity, huh, you think? Or the past, he was all about his community, his connections, you know, and what they can do for him. And he drew, he had a purpose. And but now some solitude is coming in. Meditating must be soul searching. I mean, when you start asking for help into heaven, you're doing a little soul searching. Yeah. And I've heard at least 3 times recently that this has been asked by him. So let's see. All right. So now we go to, now this goes in a circle. So I'm going to lay these out and then I'll talk about it. 6, 7, Interesting. Okay. There's no death card. Tower is on the board. There's no Ten of Swords. Yeah. There's, okay. Let me show you what I've got here. Okay, we're going to start with the future as Trump is creating. The future Trump is creating. This is for himself. All right. We got two aces side by side. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and then the Nine of Wands. He's got big plans and it involves people. Uh, you see who he had in the White House, where his plane came from? His gift that's parked at the Pentagon? Yeah. Yeah. So these are the first three cards: Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. All right. That's what we got right now. This is the future as he is creating it for himself. This ain't about us. This is about him. So he's got people lined up. The monetary and earthly values are there. All right. And then, because this gives him the resilience that he needs and the protectiveness. He goes over there. So anyway, he's preparing himself for battle. Yeah. He's going to put it all on the line. That's what it looks like. That's what's rolling around up here right now. And then the alternative future possible to him. Interesting. Okay, we read from, see on this layout, the ones on the left we read from the right to the left. The ones on the right we read from the left to the right. Okay, so, and here we have two major arcanas. We had two aces before. Now we got two major arcanas. And in the middle of that is 5 swords. We have the Fool and the Hangman hugging him. Okay? The Fool and the Hangman, the 5 swords right there. And this is the alternative future possible. A new chance at new fleecing and profiteering. But they've got those towers. They've built. He's got his towers all over the planet, you know. But over there especially, you know. He's striking deals with them. Okay. Either way is set up. Yeah, let's see where else we go here. The ultimate outcome. Well, do you want to look at that first or the tools? I'll tell you what the tools are. Called the karma tools, the allies, advice, challenges, and warnings. So I'd say there's first warning out is the tower card. Okay. And also again, two major commas and a lower pip. So we've got the tower, followed by the world, consummation, big change, and the Eight of Cups, walking away. He could walk away. He could. He could. Okay, and the ultimate outcome, the future that does not change. Okay, and it starts out with the Four of Cups, you know, just not feeling anything great. And we got the Two of Wands followed by that. This is about the wealthy aristocrat and planning and choices and aspiration and cooperation. And that's followed by the Eight of Wands, air travel, communication. This is the energy for this card, air travel, communication, clarity of thought, progressive action, and resoluteness in action. You know? So I think, I feel, okay, I feel, because he's just not into this, you know? He never wanted the White House in the first place. He was pissed off at Obama and was going to put him in his place because he embarrassed him at, what was it? I think they were in the press room or something. There was some kind of special gathering going on where all the movers and shakers were there. And Obama publicly embarrassed him. Imagine he can actually get embarrassed or made to feel, well, he was made to feel, like he had to squirm a little bit. Very disrespectful. Oh, how dare the Obama man do that to the Trump man? Anyway, so he doesn't want to be there. He's making plans. There's his air travel. I still think he's going to get on that plane, and just fly out, you know, be, he'll head into exile, you know. And will that work for him? No, he's a tool. He's a useful idiot. Worldwide. Yeah. With his bigly brain and everything, you know. See? The shadow card underneath, King of Swords. His bigly brain. He's got the best words. Yeah. So, but it doesn't. All right, just a minute. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. How about that? Let's see. Do I got any other decks handy here? I don't have any of my decks handy here, so all right. We're gonna use the consultant tarot here and be clarifiers. All right. So I want to pull a clarifier. You know what? Let me ask Jan. Jan, Van Busker, Jan, tell me. I'm feeling like I am feeling that he's going to get on that airplane that Qatar gave him, the one that's sitting at the Pentagon, and fly off into exile. Is that going to manifest? Is he really going to do that? I'm getting a yes. He's really going to do that. Thank you, Jen. Okay, clarifier cards. Okay, let's get it. I'm just for the group. Okay, so we started with the future as Trump is creating it for himself. All right, with the two aces and the 7 of wands. One clarifier, please, Spirit. One clarifier. Or Jan, you pick it, you know. One clarifier, please. Yeah. Yeah. It's about movement, all right. Got chariot. Yeah. Yeah. It's about control, direction, willpower, determination, transportation. Okay. That is clarifier. Because he's setting himself up. He's yeah. Does he play chess? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. And then the alternative future possible. Okay, that's where we got the Fool, the 5 of Swords, and the Hangman. Again, journey, profiteering, and trust in himself to pull it off. So, clarifier on these 3 cards, please. Here's clarifier. Or Jan, whoever wants to give me a clarifier on this, please. One clarifying card. Threw it out. So, we got some conflict. 5 of wands here. So we got some conflict going on in the alternative path. Yeah, that was his alternative. So there's some conflict in that one. All right. All right. And the ultimate outcome, where we got the 4 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. So we got 2 fire cards, water card, so emotions. Not so much though. It's 4. Not real big emotions. Just superficial, just not a lot of depth, you know. It's rather disconnected with his emotions. He has to be, you know. Here we go. Outcome. We got the Sun card for a clarifier. Yeah. So he's just not happy. He's a wealthy aristocrat. And he's got a plane, travel, air travel, communication, all of it. Yeah, absolutely. But he's got the tower to dodge. Well, he's not going to be able to dodge the tower. Yeah, he's just not. Yeah, there are consequences to every decision. So anyway, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. And after the clarifier, the Sun on the aristocrat, just being unplugged with his emotions, pretty much, and the travel. Look at that. Ooh, really? Ooh, okay. What I'm looking at here, the bottom of the deck. All right. All right. So we got the Lovers. All right. We got the Moon. We got the Empress. And we've got the Five of Pentacles. He's going to find himself out in the cold, one way or another. So hang in there. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Do your breath work. Okay? Keep yourself grounded, solid. Do your breath work. It's really going to help. So, okay. Thank you for coming. And I hope you're still here. If you are, hit the thumbs up and let me know. Communicate with me. What do you think? Do you think he's going to get on that plane that he's got parked at the Pentagon and fly out? I do. I do. I do. Yes, I do. So thank you everyone for being here. And I'm sorry I'm not as organized as, yeah, but I'm packing. Gonna be leaving. So we're 8 days. Yeah. Because on the 9th I'm out of here. So I love y'all. Take real good care of yourself. Do some breath work. It really, really helps. It really does. And we'll be doing new things, getting going, getting started again, back up on track. Gosh, I'm so excited. I am so excited. Really am. I love y'all. All right. Don't forget to check out Denise Fletcher's channel and Blue Avian, Cosmic Blue Avian, and BJ's Esoteric Musings. Warrior Girl, you got some stuff out there. The American Mutt, nice video. I liked it. The last one, yeah, liked it very much. And I'm sorry if I forgot your name or forgot it didn't mention you. I love y'all. Vanova, love you. Carl, love you. Uh, I'll do better. I'll get back on track. I know this last year I've been kind of wonky all the way through, but it's been one of them years for all of us. So love y'all. And I will see you in the next video. Love you now. Take care of yourself. Thank you for being here. Remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light because you are the light. Forgiveness, not bitterness. We have to operate on a plane of forgiveness, not bitterness. All right. Got to heal. We all need to heal. Love y'all. Bye bye.